friends, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Kathleen. In today's video I wanted to go ahead and share with you guys all of the books that I managed to read during the month of August. I had a great reading month for August, especially since August I did start school again. Fall semester started on August 21st, but I still managed to read a decent amount of books. I read 6 books and I wanted to go ahead and share with you guys. I actually just got back from BookNet Fest, which was fantastic, and it actually fell on my birthday weekend. Saturday was my birthday, which happened to be the day that the panels of BookNet Fest occurred, and so this was probably one of the best birthdays I ever had. I got to meet so many incredible people. I did vlog the whole weekend, so you guys will be getting a lot of vlogs over the next few weeks regarding BookNet Fest, so be on the lookout for that. Let's go ahead and get started with the books that I read during the month of August. Alright, and so the first book that I read during the month of August is probably one of the most disappointing reads that I read during this year, and it is Eleanor Park by Rainbow Rowell. So I decided to read this book because I had read Fangirl the previous month, and I absolutely loved Fangirl. I read it during Booktubeathon, and I understood why so many people loved that book. And so I went ahead and I wanted to pick up Eleanor Park because I also heard a lot of great things about this book, and it's obviously from the same author. And imagine my disappointment when I ended up not liking this book very much. I ended up giving this book 2 stars. Basically, what it comes down to is that I did not like the relationship in this book. This whole book centers around the relationship between Park and Eleanor. Now, I like them as individuals. The both of them together, I did not like. I felt their relationship was too intense and too unnatural, especially regarding the fact that at the very beginning they were very, not necessarily hostile to each other, but Park just did not like Eleanor. He wanted her to leave him alone, and then all of a sudden they were together and he's in love with her. I just didn't connect with the relationship. I saw Lily C. Reed's review on this book. She also hated this book, and I honestly agree with a lot of the things that she says in regards to this book. So if you want to understand more of my thoughts and feelings regarding why I dislike this book, I would definitely watch her video. Alright, and so the next 3 books that I read for the Tome Topple Readathon. I already did a Tome Topple wrap-up where I talk more in depth about my feelings and thoughts on these books, but I'm gonna just go ahead and show you guys and just go briefly over what I thought about these books. And so the first book that I read during Tome Topple was Winter by Marissa Meyer. This is the last book in the Lunar Chronicle series, and I loved it. It was fantastic. I gave this book 5 stars, and it was definitely my favorite book in the series. I just loved the conclusion, and I loved everything that happened. There was obviously a lot more content in this book, and I am very much in love with Winter. I think Winter is definitely my favorite character in this whole series, but absolutely fantastic. And then the next book that I read during the month of August that I read during Tome Topple was City of Heavenly Fire by Cassandra Clare. This is the last and final book in the Mortal Instruments series, and I loved it. This was my favorite book in the series. I gave it 5 stars. Everything about it was perfection. The ending, and I liked how everybody's storylines kind of had a nice conclusion to it. The ending of this book really made me want to cry. I definitely teared up a bit. This book just took me on an immense emotional roller coaster ride, and it definitely solidified my love for this book. This is the only book that I gave 5 stars in the whole series, and it is the only book where Clary did not annoy me. I loved Clary's character in this book. The exact kind of character that I wanted Clary to be from the very beginning. Definitely worth the 5 stars that I gave it. And the final book that I read during Tome Topple week in August was Defy the Stars by Claudia Gray. This is the BIBLIO Squad's book pick of the month for the month of August. We had our live show on August 26th. I'll leave the links down below if you guys want to watch an hour-long live show where we discuss all of our spoilery thoughts and details on this book. But I really enjoyed it. I thought it was fantastic. I love all the science-y, sci-fi, set in outer space kind of thing that happened in this book. It was so good. I loved the characters. I thought they were fantastic. And the ending of this book left me shattered, and the fact that I have to wait till next year for the next book really upsets me. But I gave this book 5 stars. Alright, so moving away from Tome Topple, the next book that I read during the month of August was Wandering Star by Ramina Russell. This is the second book in the Zodiac series, and we followed the events of the first book, which was Zodiac. And in case you don't know what this book is about, you have the 12 Zodiac signs, and they live in the galaxy harmoniously and peacefully. But then there's this this 13th sign that appears, and he's trying to destroy the 12 signs. It's fantastic. I absolutely love it. There's a lot of politics and religion and so much drama, and there is a love triangle, which I'm not a fan of because she's so undecisive that she's actually hurting both of the love interests, and I'm not into that. I'm like, just choose already. It's the only reason why I gave this book 4 stars, because that love triangle really annoyed me. But regardless, I am loving like where the plot is going. I find it so incredibly interesting, and I cannot wait to get into the 3rd book. Alright, and so the final book that I read during the month of August was Percy Jackson and the Olympians, Book 1, The Lightning Thief by Rick Riordan. I finally picked up this book. I have the whole book set of Percy Jackson and the Olympians, and I've had it for over a year, and I finally decided to pick it up. But I actually really enjoyed this book. Now, this is a middle grade series, and it's obviously set for middle school age kids, and I definitely saw that in the writing. The plot line is very juvenile. However, I still found this storyline to be really fun, and honestly, I'm excited to rewatch the movie. I am one of those people who saw the movie and I really enjoyed it, but a lot of people said that the reason why I enjoyed it was because I never read the books, which I guess, as I said, I really enjoyed the series. I thought it to be fun. I found Percy Jackson to be really annoying at times, but I love all of the other characters. I did give this book 3.5 stars. I heard that the series gets better as it goes, so I cannot wait. Anyway guys, that was all for the books that I read during the month of August. I'm still pretty proud of the fact that I read 6 books, especially because school started in August. Let me know down in the comments below how you did in the month of August, because I would really love to know. Anyway guys, thank you all so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Please give it a like if you did, and subscribe to my channel if you're not already. All of my social medias are linked down below, including Twitter, Instagram, and Goodreads if you'd like to follow me. I hope to see you guys on my next video, and don't forget to be on the lookout for my BookNet Fest vlogs that are coming up. Have a good day guys, and keep reading. Bye!